to my kitchen.
Okay, today I'm making something with some ground hamburger beef and a couple of steaks. So I've got Athena over here cutting up some potatoes, some red potatoes and some regular Yukon potatoes. And we're dumping them in a pot in here to make some mashed potatoes. And I'm also putting carrots in with the potatoes so they can be mashed together with the potatoes. This is a clever trick to use, especially when you have picky little eaters at home. As soon as Athena is done cutting the potatoes, I'm going to start putting water inside with potatoes and carrots so I can start boiling them down. And when this is done, I can then make some mashed potatoes with mashed carrots in it. Okay, awesome. So here I've got some diced red onion, some diced garlic, and some diced celery. I've also have a jar of beef bouillon. And I've got some flour. Athena cutting up the steak, and when this is done, we can start getting everything started. So here I am, I'm starting to brown my ground beef and the cut up steak. Once this is browned, I will drain it of the fat, and then I'll add my vegetables to it. Okay, now that the beef has finally been browned, I can add the vegetables now. Okay, I've added my vegetables to the ground beef. And I'm going to cook this up for a little bit, let the vegetables cook up a little. And once this is done, I'm going to add some of the starchy water from the potatoes into this to make the sauce. Now the vegetables have cooked down, it's time to add the starchy potato water. So add about 4 cups of the starchy water. Now give it a good stir. Now we can add the bouillon to it. So add about 2 large bouillon cubes, or about 2 tablespoons of the granuled kind. And give it a good stir. Alright, to thicken the sauce, I'm going to use my flour. And I'm just going to sprinkle it in and give it a good stir. Now let this boil down for a little while and let the sauce thicken up for a minute. And while we're doing that, the potatoes should almost be done. Let's give them a quick stir. A few more minutes and they'll be ready to make mashed potatoes. Okay, I've drained my potatoes and carrots. I added 2 sticks of butters because there's a lot of potatoes in this pot. If there weren't this many potatoes, there would only be 1 stick of butter. And I already poured some milk in here. I'm going to mash this all up together. Give it a good mix. And then I'll serve it up. Alright, I finished mashing up the carrots and the potatoes. Now I'm going to serve it on a plate. And there it is. Sweet mash with beef gravy.